welcome. I'm so happy you're here with me for family stories and conversation. I'm Miss Piper from the Ellensburg Public Library, and today I will be reading Girl on a Motorcycle. Look, my new glasses and the book cover match. You know you love books when you match them. Girl on a Motorcycle by Amy Novesky and illustrated by Julie Morstad. This book is new to the library. It is published by Viking Press, my friends. Girl on a Motorcycle. Have you ever ridden a motorcycle? I have. My dad had one when I was little, and I would ride on the back and hold on so tight. Paris, 1973, a long time ago. She wants to write and to wander. She dreams of wandering the world, to go elsewhere with a capital E. Elsewhere. In or to another place, somewhere else. Word origin, Old English, elsewhere, see elsewhere. So, one day, the girl gets on a motorcycle and she rides away. She wears only what she needs: a helmet, goggles, a leather jacket to keep out the wet and the cold. She carries her life in a hand-sewn clutch and 2 saddlebags. You can check this book out from the Ellensburg Public Library, and you can look at all of the pictures and all of the labels for the pictures to find out what she packed. A little voice says, "It's dangerous to go around the world all by yourself." It says, "You will miss your cat, your clothes, Mozart." Another voice says, "Be quiet, listen to the road." And so she does. She listens to the road, and the road says, "Was," go. She cruises from Etoile to Champalize. She loops around the Arc de Triomphe. She waves au revoir to the Eiffel Tower. And then she takes off into the world. Canada. The girl and her motorcycle take a jumbo jet from Paris to Montreal. Sometimes the only way to cross an ocean is to fly. She sends a message back home: "I am alive." And then she fills her tank with gas, and she heads west. The open road is wide and shines like leather. For days she rides, passing through towns like Maniwaki, Michipicoten, Saskatoon. At night, she parks beneath trees at campgrounds, a good place to sleep. She washes up in service station sinks. Strangers bring her coffee. Some people smile, others stare. A girl on a motorcycle is a big deal. After dinner, she sets up her tent and makes a fire. Morning smells of damp earth, grass, wildflowers, the air thick with mystery, moss, and strawberries. Here's another thing you can see if you check it out. Or also you could pause this for a moment and read it. This is how to make a fire. She passes snow-capped mountains. Everything is wild and beautiful. The farther the girl goes, the fewer people she sees. The more trees. Soon there is no one, no signs, no cars, no electric poles. The road is hers. She is all alone, but she is not afraid. She is free. The stillness is broken only by the hum of her motorcycle engine. At the end of the day, the girl pulls off the road, dresses up, and eats at a roadside diner. A plate of thick pancakes with extra syrup and butter for $1. Some nights it rains. Drops tap her makeshift tent. She plays cards and writes to pass the time. Other nights it is clear, and above her stars sparkle and spin. Planets form, galaxies swirl. One night in the Yukon, she floats in a warm pool that glows like a mirror. She can feel the earth turn. Above her, aurora borealis, a whirl of colorful light, connects the girl and heaven. She closes her eyes. She flies. At the border between Canada and the United States, a large sign welcomes her. The girl and her motorcycle fly from Anchorage to Tokyo, and from Tokyo over the Indian Ocean to Bombay. India, Bombay is vibrant. The road charges with trucks and buses, rickshaws and ambassador cars, cows, festivals, and kiskase. Elephants! Outside the city, the road opens up. The sun is warm on the girl's skin. Her motorcycle's engine purrs. She rides beside ruby red passenger trains, waves. She passes mud houses and carved palaces. Women in the field, their saris curling about their feet like flower petals. Her bike runs out of gas. Her bike breaks down, needs to be repaired. When her motorcycle stops, the girl stops. It takes courage for a girl to live this way. She finds a shop, waves to mechanics. Some fix her bike for free. She pays them with hand-drawn hearts and handshakes. Girls in pretty dresses make henna drawings on her hands. She shows them how to make hennaed hands into wings. They pepper her with questions. Who are you? Where do you come from? Where are you going? Proudly, they guard her bike. On her way to Delhi, her motorcycle breaks down again. So she takes a train, drinks a cup of tea, and writes as the world passes by. How to drink tea in India. Afghanistan. Tonight Kabul, soon Kandahar, faraway places the girl once dreamed of, and now here you are. She takes the Khyber Pass. Some believe the shortest route from point to point is a straight line, but the girl and her motorcycle love curves. When her motorcycle is happy, the girl is happy. She descends into a lush valley. A river wide, fast, and blue as a sapphire flows beside her. She takes her heavy boots off and puts her feet in the cold water. She crosses a hot, dry desert. Ribbons of dust unfurl behind her. Dirt stings her eyes. Sun burns her skin. Air vibrates with heat. She falls often. Sometimes it is fun, sometimes not, but she always gets back up. She arrives in Kabul at sunset, everything rose-colored. She treats herself to a cold drink. There are signs on the old road to Bamiyan. Her motorcycle breaks down again and again, going up the last hill. Sometimes the only way up a hill is to climb. What waits at the top is worth it. Carved into the ancient pearl-colored cliffs above her, 2 giant Buddhas, 16 centuries old. So old. Inside there are stairs and rooms and sandstone, still warm from the day's sun. The girl climbs from the Buddha's feet up to the top of its head where she can see the entire horizon. The guide leaves her alone. I wish you all the happiness in the world. The only sounds, clothes rustling, an insect. The only sounds, breathing, her heart beating. It just might be the most beautiful moment in the girl's life. It is the end of September. Fall is in the air. She will need to leave soon. She will never return. Early in the next century, these Buddhas will be gone. In Kandahar, the flowers smell like honey. A boy gives her a just-picked pink zinnia. A child with big gray eyes and red cheeks takes her hand and shows the girl her school, her home, her family. At the market, scents of meat, cardamom, cinnamon, gasoline. The girl bargains for silver jewelry. At a tea shop, she takes her helmet off, releasing her long brown hair. She is the only girl there. She writes letters home, shares her cake. Outside in the dirt, the girl draws a picture of the Eiffel Tower, a cloud, and a bird, where I am from. She spreads a map across a table. A small crowd gathers. She points, where I am, where I want to go. On the way out of town, she blows a tire. She pulls to the side of the road to patch it. A truck stops. A group of men steps out. They help her change her tire. Her motorcycle is tough like her. How to change a tire. Turkey. A pink sunset is a gift to the lone girl on a motorcycle on the way to Istanbul. Here, a bridge connects the east to the west. The girl and her motorcycle cross from one continent to another. The sea sparkles below her. One day she will write a book. She will tell the world, it is hard. It is hot. I learned a lot. Children run after her bike, shout, hello, hello, mister. Some are curious, others shy. Yes, I am a girl. Children run after her bike, shout, goodbye, goodbye. Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Hungary, Austria, Germany, whole countries pass by. Miles and miles of open road. Time passes and doesn't. The girl is mesmerized. I want the world to be beautiful, and it is beautiful. I want people to be good, and they are good. Home. Sunburned, bruised, and beaming, the girl arrives home on a cool gray day. Paris is the same, and it is different. She is the same and different too. The girl and her motorcycle have traveled thousands of miles. The pages of her passport are decorated with colorful stamps. She wears the world like a beautifully embroidered scarf, all the places she's been, the things she's seen. The world is beautiful. The world is good. When she closes her eyes, the girl can still hear the road. Elsewhere is just a little bit further. A Girl on a Motorcycle by Amy Novesky and Julia Morstad. Girl on a Motorcycle. That was a long story, but I think it was a good story. This was another one, and I seem to be picking them lately. Is a true story of the first woman to ride a motorcycle around the world. Although there were some parts where she flew, right? And took a train. So it wasn't all riding a motorcycle. Question number 1. What's the big deal? Why do you think she wanted to go? What do you think is the big deal of a girl going alone? And this was 1973 too. It was a long time ago when I was, before I was even born. Big deal for girls to go places, isn't it? Would you go on a motorcycle ride around the world? And why would you do it? Question number 2, my friends, my reading friends. There were a couple of times in the story where the girl and the motorcycle were talked about in the same way. The motorcycle was happy, the girl was happy. The motorcycle was tough, the girl was tough. What's that all about? Could they be the same that way? What do you think about that? Question number 3. Have you been on a trip? Where did you go? What did you see? What did you learn? What did you have to do to get there? If you have not been on a trip like that, what would be your dream trip? Where would you want to go? And what would you need to do to get there? What would you need to pack? All right, my friends, as always, I'm happy to be here with you. I love sharing books and stories. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic week. And I can't wait to see you again next time. Bye, friend.